Cowboy Nation. Man, I just thought I'd stop by real quick. I watched the game, had to make a run, but I had the game playing on my phone. But I only left like the last 4 minutes. So y'all know I didn't really miss nothing but some garbage stuff. Y'all know how that go. But I mean, what to expect? The same old thing. And the cold thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you what the cold thing about this one is, y'all. Oh, give me a second, man. Bumpty, what's going on? Facts. Dak need go. Boy, Dak lost you this game. See, for all my Cowboy Nation who's not familiar with Dak's game, as far as garbage time, let me tell you something. The situation that was just displayed just now was the same situation, or I say similar, but just in the second half to the Baltimore Ravens. Game pretty much over, but the 49ers just let off the gas. That's it. But seeing as how like, oh man, y'all keep playing. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and make these couple plays and let's get up out of here with a dub. That's all that was. So don't get fooled like, oh, this year we didn't get blown out. Man, look, for the circumstances that the 49ers was in, this game should have been won. This game should have been won. Your quarterback, your 60 billion quarterback, lost you this game. I don't care what nobody say. You could talk about Mike. You could talk about the defense giving up 30 points. You could talk about all that. But this game was winnable. You had an opportunity, right? I made a post on Twitter. I'm like, okay, look, if Dak Prescott can make some plays in the second half, the Cowboys has a good chance to win this game. Did he make plays in the second half? No. Time and time again, this man proves to y'all he a scrub. How much more evidence do we need? Right? See, I'm going to tell you where a lot of Cowboy Nation is fooled by, right? I'm going to tell you what a lot of y'all be fooled by for those y'all who still believe in Dak Prescott. You are fooled by the scrubs that the Cowboys play. You see, in years past, right, the Dallas Cowboys have had about what, 2 or 3 solid teams on the schedule, you know? And so you'll get whacked, you'll get mollywopped by the time or two, but then you'll have the rest of the 14, 15 games for Dak Prescott to look like he a franchise quarterback because the rest of the games were pretty much above average to average teams that you were playing, right? So you got your division games, and then you'll play like the Patriots, you'll play like the Chargers, you'll play like teams like this. So the resistance that Dak Prescott will normally get for teams like we played this week, last week, in the other weeks that we got mollywop, he doesn't get that same resistance. But when you get a team that's actually good, that actually knows who your quarterback truly is, and says, like I always say, you can look at like damn near all my scouting reports when we play good teams. What do I pretty much always end the session with? Man, the team gonna say, "Hey, Dak Prescott, can you beat us?" That's always that's always the end result. Dak Prescott, can you beat us? And the answer has always been no. No. Dak Prescott cannot beat us. So now this season look a little bit, people say Dak Prescott is off his game. They say, "Oh man, he a little different. Oh, he got a baby." No, 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 no. This has nothing to do with his off-season stuff. This has everything to do with who he truly is. And because your schedule, y'all remember when we talked about it? I said, looking at the schedule, y'all gonna find out, is he really legit? And it came to pass that he is not legit. He is who we thought Dak is, which is a scrub. Now, I know a lot of y'all is not going to go ahead and like this, right? A lot of y'all, when I make that Dak Prescott film session, you didn't like what I had to say. So let me tell you something. What do you have to say now? Or do you have to see it another week for you to go ahead and get that he is not it? His performance was poor all night. All night. His performance was poor all night, y'all. Ball placement, trash, overthrowing it, throwing it behind. Come on, the same thing. Mechanics is choppy. Can't even get the mesh point right. That little what was it, that little toss play to Turpin. Man, he was struggling with the snap. Look, when I'm looking at some of the stuff, yeah, you can put some blame on McCarthy. You can put some blame on injuries. And you can put some blame on his defense. You can even at times put some blame on the wide receivers. But let me tell you something. These are the same concepts pretty much that you've been running since Mike McCarthy been here. But now all of a sudden his concepts is trash now. But you didn't have that, that same energy when we was running them same concepts all the other years. It's the players. It's Dak. Look, they get ready to probably get ready to quit on Mike as in total. But they for sure already have quit on Dak Prescott. There's no reason why, though I see J-Hop not running his routes, finishing his routes at the top. Y'all know when I made that post, look. Now all of a sudden, CD and them can't get on the same page. And it's the same routes. Hey, y'all know. So you remember on that film session, I want you to remember this film session. Maybe you probably need to go back. But you remember that play that I talked about with the miscommunication? Do you know that same exact play happened today and that same exact throw was made? So therefore, you guys are not learning from your mistakes. You ain't fixing nothing. All you guys were doing, it was just talking about we made adjustments. That's all CD and them has ever been doing is just talk, especially Foe. This is crazy. Dallas fan, appreciate that 199. He says, I'm sick of Dak. Lost this game for us. Correct. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate that 199. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, you had a shot. Mike McCarthy, not Mike McCarthy, but Mike Zimmer was calling a very solid game to start with. And if all this team needed to do was just get some offense, kill the clock a little bit, get a little bit going, stick with the run. Mike McCarthy talking about sticking with the run in the second half. Did he stick with the run? So yeah, he gets some blame too. But man, it's your quarterback. What more can anybody do? The man done had look what Kellen Moore doing with Philadelphia. Y'all say we all say that we got a running back playing quarterback, right? Now look what Kellen Moore doing. He beat a quality team today. How many quality teams had Dak Prescott beat this year? Come on. Look at it. Look at your other coach that left. Got another win today with a rookie quarterback. What, he 5-2 or something like that now? 6-2, wherever it were. Whose fault is it? Because I bet you if Mike McCarthy went somewhere else and ran some of the stuff that he ran, I think that he'll have more success than what he's doing now. He just don't have the quarterback. No matter what is called, you still have to execute to the best of your abilities. You still have to beat the man in front of you. There's nothing else to say. Foe lost us this game. If anybody disagrees, you just wasn't watching the same game that I was watching. Nothing against you, but you just wasn't watching the same game that I was watching. It's cold. It's so funny, right? I'm calling the plays. I'm like, man, I'm like, man, look at that right there. Look at that money right there. And I'm like, wow. The first interception, pathetic. No man's land. The second interception, in your own territory. What were you doing? You know you can't take them type of risk. You got bailed out a couple more times. What's his name? I think Fred Warner should have picked you off again. Bro, you damn near got 10 interceptions. And we ain't even halfway through the season. We ain't even at the halfway point in the season yet. And you damn near got 10 interceptions. Bro, how many interceptions you go throw? Bro, how many interceptions you this man go throw? Bro, you can't win with him. I don't know. Look, there's a theory going on talking about Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones was talked into paying Dak. Let me tell you something, Jerry. You should have went with your mind on this one. If it's true, which I don't think is true. Because for you to even want to pay him, you had to have thoughts like, should I pay him? Should I not pay him? And then we got people complaining about the cap situation, right, y'all? People complaining about the cap situation. People talking about how Jerry Jones is so-called saving money and not spending money. But then when we pay Dak Prescott, what do y'all say? This saves us money against the cap. So an aggressive move of letting him play, getting rid of him, trading him, whatever the case may be, it might have had any kind of negative implications on the salary cap, but would have had positive implications on your team. You sound just like Jerry Jones, crying about the same thing in regards to the cap. So you want to bring scrub players in because you want to go ahead and worry about the cap. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You should have left him where you found him at. There's no reason why you should have paid his scrub ass. No reason. He hasn't deserved not $1 that he got. I don't want to hear about, oh my God, we're talking about another man and his money. Let me tell you something, man. That man wouldn't get no money if it wasn't for y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, there'll be no Dak. There'll be no Jerry Jones. Remember that. Y'all want the product. They need to be putting a good product on for the fans. It's sad that every time, y'all remember what I posted. Y'all remember what I said in regards to my scouting report to now when I seen Debo and them playing, I said, oh, Debo and them playing? Well, you know what that means. I didn't even need to say it because you guys understood what I meant. And it was going to result in an L. And what did we get today? A L. It's sad that when you play games like this, you can't even go in thinking that you're going to be competitive. You're going in thinking that you damn near don't have no shot. You're going in knowing what your so-called franchise quarterback is going to do, which is do nothing. Y'all not tired of that? I know I'm tired of, man, that thing draining me. I can't even get fired up to watch the games no more, man. Shit. Maybe, even though we understood the circumstances, maybe this would have helped brought some passion back into me as a Cowboy consumer. Maybe. Because now I just watch this game even more as it's just business now. It's business now. You know? I've always given my honest assessment and always kept it real, but now there ain't no excitement. Y'all remember what, a couple years ago, you heard more excitement in my voice. Now you don't get no excitement anymore. Because this is what we expect. Sunday night football, you should have got this win. This was a very winnable game for us, y'all. This was a very winnable game for us. We should have won this game. I'll be honest with you. The way that defense was playing, if Dak Prescott would have performed like the $60 million quarterback he's getting paid, he would have made plays. Your defense would have had momentum. Your defense would have kept being fired up. You were only in that game because of your defense. If your defense would have showed up like they did against Detroit, you would have got blown out 50-0. Against scrub-ass competition. 49ers is banged up. Man, Debo just got out the hospital. Getting over 100 yards on you. He just got out the hospital. He just was out the damn hospital. Kittle playing on a sprained foot, cooking Donovan Wilson. How you let a tight end with a sprained foot cook you across the middle? Why the hell is Donovan Wilson playing? Sooner, Mozzie Smith getting washed down. Man, both of them is liabilities. They suck. They suck. I told y'all, man, how I felt about him last year. But I tried my hardest to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because maybe, just maybe, he could potentially maybe go ahead and produce what we seen on tape at Michigan. The only one, I'm convinced, the only one that could potentially might try to save him is Harbaugh over there in Los Angeles. Him going back to his scheme and get that same type of coaching. He the only coach for him. Because Zimmer ain't for him. Quinn ain't for him. The man that had two coaches, man. Two different techniques. Now he got the correct technique, but he suck. What'd he say? Man, I don't even like football. I just like hitting people. Man, you ain't hit not one person since you've been in the league, my boy. Who he hit? Who has Mozzie Smith hit? When have you seen Mozzie Smith, boom, and shed the block, whap, and go make the play? When have you seen that? I'm waiting because I'm pretty sure you're like, yeah, I'm thinking. I know what y'all thinking right now because it ain't. You ain't seen it. Probably the best play that you ever seen him was against the Giants. That play he made against the Giants. That was probably his best play of the year. Out of like, what, 20-something games now he done participated in? That's the best that he can do? He sucked, man. He sucked. I don't know why it's hard for people to just hey, look, man. Hey, it's all right. You suck. It's all right. Force up. Now, granted, I'm going to say this and say this again. I have been enjoying, other than knowing the inevitable of the outcome of these Cowboy games, I have been enjoying watching this defense without number 11. Oh, my God, I've been enjoying this. Oh, my God. Because I know that a part of what we see is because this defense ain't got no damn talent. But they try. Like, I even see Ghosted in there trying. Oh man, it would have been ugly if number 11 would have played today. They said, "Oh man, we ain't got no pass rush." Man, you ain't had no pass rush with 11. But we ain't talking about no 11 because he ain't played, man. We got to deal with him, what, next week maybe? So we'll save all that energy when we see scrub behavior from his ass next week. But that defense gave what it can give you in that first half. It gave what it can give you. And it gave your quarterback an opportunity to see, bro, that 49ers secondary is not good. Every time we play them, we make that secondary seem like the goddamn Legion of Boom. Like Chris McAllister and Champ Bailey and Darrell Revis on that mug, man. Why? What's going on here? Why is we sitting over there making this secondary seem like they all world? They're not. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Since we talking about this, hey, this so-called look, this Rico Dowdle being sick thing. Hey, look, the right running backs was on that field, whether you believe it or not. As much as we talk about Zeke being 3-4 steps behind, them two running backs that took that rock today, they was the best man for that job. I promise you. I'm taking Zeke all day over Rico Dowdle right now. First play, 7 yards. Rico not doing that, bro. He's not. He ain't. Not even close. That man is a scrub. So don't think, y'all, whether it might have been fishy or not, don't think that wasn't the right move, because that was the right move in getting Cook. And I seen some things from Cook, but too bad we couldn't see more. I seen some from Cook. I'm like, yeah, man, Cook could mess around and break one if you continue with it. Cook still got that. Still, Cook may not be the Minnesota Vikings Cook that when he first got in the league with the quickness and the speed, but Cook still got something. Bro, my eyes ain't fooling me on this one. Cook still got something. Let me see what the come here. Hell yeah, T-Dub. Mozzie couldn't even manage his storage. 30 gigs. Got oxygen off on one good. Mozzie Michigan's tape is mid. And you know the cool thing about it is, y'all, when we drafted him, because we already knew it was still a reach, even though we knew it was still a reach for him to get him in the first round, because we knew that there wasn't going to be no pass rush ability. But we thought that we can get something that we never had in Dallas in quite some time, which is a big boy doing the dirty work. We thought that potentially, right, not saying that he was, but maybe you can get some type of Damone Snacks Harrison going on here, you know? But that ain't been the case. That ain't been the case. Jay Bird. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Hey, y'all. It's the same old thing every week, man. It's the same old week. The cool thing about it is, right, the games is gonna start getting interesting when we start playing the division games. When you start playing against Philly and you start playing against Washington, that's when probably your season will start and it give you something interesting to watch on Sundays. Because right now, as you playing these good teams, right? Now the Texans, I think do you got the Texans coming up? We might got the Texans coming up. I'm not too sure. But it looked like Diggs had an unfortunate injury today. Nico Collins is out, so all you got to deal with is Tank Dell. But you got Joe Mixon to deal with. But you got Joe Mixon to deal with. So I think we got them this coming up week. I'm not too sure. But this team about to quit on 4, if it ain't already. It's about to quit on 4. Oh yeah. It's gonna quit. I think this team know that this quarterback is not good. No matter what other people saying, you see, like, what I hear is something like Bill Belichick, right? Bill Belichick would love an opportunity to crack at it this one, so he's gonna watch what he say. Bill Belichick know that this boy is scrub. These other coaches know that this boy is scrub. What the hey, at one time, man, I think it was like last week. I had looked for because I know that they be doing the little QB film stuff. I looked at what's his name, JT O'Sullivan. I'm like, let me see if he did some Dak film. He ain't touched it. He ain't touched that film, and I wonder why. I wonder why he ain't touched that Dak film yet. Cause he had plenty. He got plenty to pick from. I wonder why these quarterbacks ain't touching that Dak film. I think I seen Chase Daniel touch it one time. I think I seen him touch it one time. That might have been like a week or two ago. That's it. Hey, boy, we know what we in for. We know what we in for. And we know we can't do nothing about it. And we know that Jerry Jones, right? He like, man, I paid him. So he feel like probably he got to stick with him. Me, I'll be honest with you. Let's say, for instance, I made that same mistake that Jerry did. I'm getting rid of him this year. Whether it be at the end of the year, I'm getting rid of him. You've seen what you need. And if winning was about what you said that there was priority for you, you would get rid of him. I'm telling y'all, man, like, it's pathetic. I mean, we could look at, I mean, like what I can do is cause I know sometimes like I be trying to like go through them film sessions, but I can create a silent film session of some of the stuff that you've seen in different angles of this Dak film of what Dak did today. And you can see it for yourself because I know a lot of people don't got access to the all 22. So sometimes they'll listen to like somebody like Chris Collinsworth. Sometimes they'll look at it from from a different perspective of it. Oh man, we was close like that. So I try my best to go ahead and give a different angle as far as like, look, this what he need to do. This what's going on. This what he threw. And I know Chris Collinsworth got to like try to like play the fence and play the middle, but Chris Collinsworth know that boy was full of today, and he was like, man, I don't know what he was thinking. Like he was in no man's land. Man, how many times this man gonna be in no man's land? How many times? How many times, bro? He do that, bro. How many times? Look, how many times have Dak Prescott turned the ball over, crossing the 50 in the red zone? How many times? When it's time to get points, especially when you got a weapon like your kicker, how many times have he took points away from us by his carelessness? They gonna try to sit over there. Look, how many times? Look, his best plays was when Mike McCarthy had him on the run, or when he was able to try to buy some time. That's his best plays. That's what we've been asking for. That's what we've been asking for. 2, how many times, man, is the man going to have creases to run the ball and he don't run the ball? Purdy was running the ball today, but Dak doesn't. And y'all remember what we talked about, right? Y'all remember one of my points of emphasis was Dak creating plays, making plays with his legs. We talked about the play action. Play action made us some plays. They got the PI. When he was on the move, we got the little that crossing route to CD. And there was another one. I think it was one to Tolbert down there. They tried to use Turpin on the end around. We talked about that. Mike McCarthy, he threw it deep. He gave Turpin a chance to go ahead and take it over the top, even though it was a horrible throw by Dak. He should have just ate it. But they made the attempt to try to go ahead and see what the 49ers gave up, especially against Kyler Murray, especially against Mahomes. And they made the emphasis, but the cold thing about it is you ain't got the roster. And the cold thing about it is, right, the Cardinals don't got no extraordinary talented team, right? That's the cold thing about what you got. You know, in regards to like the talent that you got, you damn near got like the same kind of thing in regards to what the Cardinals got, except a quarterback that can make a 50-yard rush like Kyler Murray did against the 49ers. That's it. You got a quarterback that can QB power. You got a quarterback that can read option this thing and keep it and get you 5 to 7 yards. You got a quarterback that on play action could be a threat. That's his best. That's his best threat when he's on the move. So I seen the attempt to try to go ahead and get Dak Prescott in a position where he can potentially be at his best. But unfortunately, Dak Prescott, even with them plays being called, just ain't good enough. Just ain't good enough, y'all. Dak ain't trying to get hurt. He know the game. All right, yeah, man. Turpin. Ooh, the Niners had 200 yards on the ground. Wow. Whoo, you right about that. Damn. Chase Daniels broke down film and made excuses. Yeah, that's exactly why. That's exactly why I don't watch. That's exactly why I don't watch them. Chase Daniel, I don't watch him because these people, like you said, will make excuses for Dak Prescott. But then I guess I could say with Chase Daniel, even though he was an NFL quarterback, you was, I mean, shit, if you was good enough and you had all this knowledge and, you know, and seeing the game, why you wasn't on starter? I mean, I can ask him this kind of questions. Like if you was just so cold, then why you ain't start? You couldn't start on the Bears. So, so I mean, shoot, I could ask them type of questions in regard to Chase Daniel, but a lot of the times, man, them quarterbacks that be breaking it down and just be educated guesses, right? That's why like certain plays I don't even touch, even though I think I'm like that shit. It's just like because they could mess around and call something else. It look like that, but it look like, but they probably bombed the coverage, and you saying it's one thing and it looked like it, but it wasn't it. So sometimes I don't even touch certain plays, but this film, there's a whole bunch that we could touch on. Cause this is crazy. Like, how many times, man, can we look at what Dak Prescott doing and just say it ain't good enough? How many times? How many times do we just look at it and just be like, man, wow, like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Dak Prescott was defeated before the game started. I think you said that, T-Dub, and I agree. I think Corey told me, hey, Dak Prescott got the what? He said the eyes big, that head down. And the cool thing about it is, them wasn't even the same teams that he faced even last year or the previous playoff teams. Them wasn't even they ain't got no Ken Law, ain't got Hargrave. They didn't have the dude that got hurt in the bowl, the Super Bowl. He wasn't out there. You know? They didn't have their little safety that be coming down in that fake ass Troy Polamalu. They ain't had him out there. Shit, Jawan Jennings wasn't out there. McCaffrey wasn't out there. You know? And you still could take. And then what's his name? Jordan Mason got hurt. And you still couldn't take advantage of it. That offensive line from the center on was barbecue chicken. As you can see, from the center to the right tackle, as you can see, a lot of the times when setting the edge, they did have some play. They was able to go ahead and do a little wreaking havoc because Purdy not no good quarterback, man. We was talking about that earlier. Purdy not no good quarterback. For anybody to go ahead and stack that box and at times bring 5 to 6 players on that offensive line, and at times leave you man mano y mano, and you can't make the throw, you suck. You suck. There was times where he missed wide open wide receivers. So part of that was Purdy not being the quarterback who many want to go ahead and say that he is. But at the same time, we got a quarterback that people claim, shoot, that he one of them ones. But yet he can't get it done. It's the season. It's the regular season, my boy. Where's the pressure at? There is no pressure. Where's the pressure at? It's just the 49ers in the middle of the season. Where's the pressure at? It's just Sunday night football. We just playing football. Why do we fall like that? Football just a game. You got people going through life with real pressure that's trying to put food on the table. They got pressure to, if they don't do this, there could be some consequences and repercussions that can stick. But all you doing is a quarterback that got paid, that supposed to be living and breathing football. You're playing a game for entertainment purposes, but yet something like that is bigger. That's too big for you. That's very interesting. For somebody who says that he done been through a lot, and to allow a football game like this to be bigger, like Dak Prescott got mental issues in regards to how he sees the game and how he views the game. Like, for him to fold under pressure, like, they could say, see, look, when people talk about how good Dak Prescott is, right? Okay, he can make certain throws. Okay, cool. He's not a bum in regards to the throws that he can make. But guess what? The quarterback position ain't about how long you could throw, how hard you could throw, how much touch you got. Quarterback position is here. If it was about arm talent, then why Jamarcus Russell ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer right now? Throwing 60 yards on your knees? So why he not a first? Oh, because it's more. That's why you see quarterbacks who don't have the arm talent have more success at times than quarterbacks who got all the arm talent in the world, because it's bigger than that. So especially when you see somebody that's supposed to have, that you getting a quarterback, you need to see his approach. How does he handle big time situations? When we be looking at these prospects, right, and in college, when we do our scouting thing, that's one of the things that I judge every player by. Okay, when you win against big time talent, when you get big time competition, when you was in the biggest moments, especially for playmakers, what did you do? Did you rise to the occasion? And a lot of the times that transfers to the league. If you was weak then, you're going to be weak now. If you were soft then, you're going to be soft now. It's just how it go. What y'all say? The cookie crumble? That's just how it go. Facts. Oh, man, still. Whoa. What Steele did today. And I'm going to tell you what, though, right? That rookie, I seen improvements in the rook today. I just want to put that out there. From live copy, I did see a lot of improvement from the rook today. We'll take a look. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look in the morning. I did see a lot of improvements from the rook today. I did. But still, hot garbage. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. How you letting a tight hip defensive end like Bosa get the edge on you like the way he did today? I'll be honest with you. There should be no way that you even have to even worry about chipping Bosa. Bosa a solid player, but to me, he not all that. Remember, let me go ahead and refresh people's memory. Do y'all remember our left guard who was playing tackle whooped his ass in the playoffs? Do you remember that? That's a guard. I say this to say that he but yes, but Tyler Smith, let me tell you something. When it come down to power, strength, that's supposed to be Terrence Steele. That's supposed to be Terrence Steele's forte. He's supposed to be a mauler in the run game. And when it come down to power, he should have that down. But he don't. Core strength, trash. Mentality, I think Terrence Steele soft. I think he's soft. I think he's soft. I think that man's soft. I think he's scary. I think he's scary. I've seen enough tape on Terrence Steele to be comfortable enough to tell you that I think he's scary. I've seen there's and look at the rushers that he's getting dogged by. Bosa, Hutchinson. That's not good, man. And you paid him though. It'd be different if we didn't pay him. But we paid him, y'all. It's not good. It's not good at all, y'all. Not good. This ain't looking too good, y'all. Season, I agree. It's a wash. It's done for. It's done for. This season done for. You know? Unless you just, I think you would have to, if you would have to probably sweep this division to have a good chance. You play the Texans. That's not looking good. Washington probably gonna give you the business one time. The Giants could come back for that fade. Philly definitely ain't about to sit over there and lay down for you. Who else we got? I can't think of anything else right now. But you got some games coming up that, man, good luck. Because you going 500 in the division, not this year. You can't afford that. You gonna have to sweep. You should want to sweep about two of these teams, and maybe split with one of them. You might be able to sweep the Giants. You might. All depends how when we get down to that, how they playing and do they still believe? You might be able to sweep them. But the way the Commanders is playing like a team that believes. And I know for sure, Dan Quinn like this, boy. He ready to peel them dogs back, and this time that boy got Deron Payne in that middle, boy. Oh man, the cool thing about it is, if you was a solid team, you'd be able to wax Dan Quinn's Commanders this year too, but you're not. That's the cool thing about it is I've seen enough from that team to know that if you had any solid team, just a half decent team, you'll be able to sweep them. But you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Did I see what Trayvon? Nah, what did Diggs say? Oh yeah, for sure, Bumpty. What did Diggs say? Don't tell me that boy out here making excuses, man. Cause Diggs on that Kittle play on the sideline when he almost scored, Diggs didn't like he want no smoke from that man. That man look like he ain't want no smoke for that man. What Diggs talking about? Don't tell me Diggs running his mouth. Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, after what we seen, Diggs the last person to be talking about anything right now, man. But they let this man Debo with pneumonia. The man had pneumonia, y'all. He just got out the hospital like a couple days ago. Put like 100 and something on your dome piece. Man just got out the hospital. Kittle got a sprained foot. So the man probably shot up and got ready to ball. And these people put up over $1 on y'all. This can't tell me nothing. Because if you was one of the ones, you should be like, hey, man, look. I'm taking Debo. I'm following. I'm taking him out. Hey, Zim, I see what you're doing. We're trying to stop the run. I'm gonna take him out. And then put your attention to Kittle. You take them two out, we good. I got Debo. Did he do that today? No. And then had the nerve to brag to him, I'm one of the ones that follow these wide receivers. Well, where was that today at? Why you couldn't sit over there and raise your hand up and be like, hey, Zim, I want Debo today. I know that we running with, but let me get him today. Everywhere you go, I'm following him. It ain't like Debo only run a couple routes. He only run a couple routes, y'all. So it wouldn't have been like it was some tough-ass task. And majority of the times when Debo beat you, it's either Debo getting the ball out the backfield or Debo running an in-breaking route across the middle. How many times did Debo drop the ball today? Like, what, 2-3 times? Debo don't run no hellified route tree. That would have been easy money. Just, hey, let's worry about Kittle, man. Let's go ahead and let's bracket Kittle if you had to. Did we? Come on, man. Like I said, I can't put this. Once again, I refuse to put this on the defense, especially the way that the defense started out. I know many people gonna talk about it, but nah, that defense, especially early on, set the team and just needed something. Just give them something that they know that they alive and that today they fighting for something that can be won. They give them like, did we have a chance for victory? I think the defense comes up in these games and knowing like, hey man, we probably don't got a shot. We just playing because we get paid to play football. But we probably don't got a shot to win. So that could be demoralizing for a defense. He went off on a reporter, huh? He went off on a reporter, huh? That's funny. He probably one of the reporters that told him he was Saul. Trayvon just got mad and told a reporter to talk about. What the hell is going on with Diggs, man? Facts. Go after Devo. Go after Kittle. Man. Facts. He talking about these. What the hell is wrong with? Oh my God! What the hell is wrong with Diggs, man? Oh man, I'm about to laugh at that when I listen to that. Man, shit, cause he for sure had it wrong, man. He should have had that smoke for Debo today. To be to be honest with you, that secondary had it easy today. And if you getting cooked by them two, if you getting cooked by a gadget player and a tight end, I'm not saying he a bum tight end. He a good tight end. But if you getting cooked by a tight end and a gadget player, boy, your team got problems. How good it is. You think Bland was going to go ahead and may pay a difference if you getting cooked by a tight end and a gadget player? Come on, man. Yeah, Diggs got the wrong energy. Diggs got the wrong energy. He need to have that energy on. He need to look in the mirror. He need to look at that tackling. Man. Man. Shit, man. Man. That shit crazy, man. But I'm probably gonna listen to a little bit about what they're talking about. Man, I guess, man, I'm gonna check out this film tomorrow and we're gonna go from there. Y'all know how we do. But all right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate the donations. Appreciate the likes. Till we meet again. All right, y'all. We gone.